Hello, my name is Dennis Nelson, Solution Architect for Quest Software. In today's 5-minute demo, we'll be covering specifically how you can increase staff productivity and reduce break fix. And we'll look at a number of different features, such as the workflow capabilities inside of STAT, as well as some of the security features that help make sure that only the right people are making changes in environments that they should have access to. We'll also look at some of our tools that we have, such as being able to compare. Then we'll also look at a version control and the way that we natively lock objects inside a change request to make sure that developers don't step on each other. What if your organization could increase your staff's productivity by 35% or more, as well as at the same time reducing break fix or rework, in addition to improving your service level attainment by as much as 40%? STAT is not just a solution for the technical teams, it's also a tool for just your functional users as well, whether they be quality assurance personnel that test, or whether they be the business owners themselves that put in a change request. And STAT does a very good job of encapsulating all of that in a single solution. You can see inside of a change request you have not only the details, you can track it all the way to resolution. You can put attachments in there such as your documentation or your test results. You can have tasks that can be added and tracked all the way to completion, as well as just log tracking all the way through it. Then STAT does a very good job of just tracking the history, the who did what and how it changed status and over the period of time. It also supports issue tracking. Then of course the workflow is one of the key things that I wanted to get to. Oftentimes we see folks that will start out using STAT and they'll use it just for the implementation phase of the change. So that would be when it's handed off to a particular technical resource. However, if you're using a change control board, or let's say a functional manager such as a finance manager or HR manager puts in a change request, it may first go to a proposed stage. From then it may actually be approved by whoever has the responsibility for doing that approval at that functional level, so that it then can be assigned to an analyst to do a functional review to make sure everything is spec'd out right before it then goes to the technical team. So this is a way to manage end-to-end the entire process from proposed all the way to the time it's in production and actually released and closed. It's also important to call out that STAT has what are referred to as preventative controls, meaning that an action can't take place until the rules are met. For example, this could not be deployed from test to production until all of these rules are satisfied. It must have the approvals, so I would have to send out an email to generate the approvals. That would go out to the approvers meeting the rules. Once it was approved, that rule would be satisfied, and then the other rules that we saw would also have to be satisfied as well. And once they would show completed, and only at that point could it be migrated to production. Lock across a change request an object type, so that means developers are not going to step on each other. They won't be able to migrate an object that somebody else has a lock on. If I need to see who has it locked, I can view the lock status. It will show me who has it locked and what change requests, and I can collaborate with them. This prevents them from stepping on each other and ensures that nothing is overwritten accidentally by another user. So that is one of the key components of it. Also, when it comes to object management, it's important to note the very first thing we do when we add those objects, we pull, if those objects exist in production, we pull them from production, and that's called our baseline. That helps ensure that we always have a way to be able to roll back if something goes bad, and it can be done in an automated way. Additional tools included with STAT help ensure that objects are managed properly, such as being able to find undocumented changes, or being able to see an object history, or even the impact of this change to an object. All this is built into tool along with the compare wizard as well. All help you holistically manage in a single tool your entire change management process. Thank you for your time today. To learn more about STAT, please go to quest.com/STAT.